welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. Today it's just me and Nathan, so we've decided today to do impressions on whiskey instead of doing our tobacco, which we will do next week for sure. A little bit of a prep to this one. First of all, last week was the Texas Pipe Show, and hopefully you guys got to watch that video that we posted with Trey Rice.
Yep.
That was a really great experience. Lots of interesting pipes out on display.
Yeah. Great.
We
had too.
Had probably about maybe half a dozen carvers there.
Yeah.
And then probably that many pipe stores that displayed some pipes as well.
There's a lot there. I bought a pipe or two.
And it was great. It was a great time. Our interview with Trey was nice. Camaraderie with all the folks that were there was great. I thought all the pipe clubs that were involved with that, the North Texas Pipe Club,
Houston Pipe Club,
the Houston Pipe Club, the Austin Pipe Club, and the Lone Star Pipe Club.
Yeah.
They all did a really good job of putting that on, and they got to raise some money for a good cause. I know that half of the proceeds that was raised went to the Wounded Warrior Fund.
Yep.
So that was really nice. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about how I decide on what we're going to do. I knew that this time I wanted to do an Irish whiskey. So I don't just walk into the store and just look at the prices and say, oh, well, here's a cheap whiskey, let's do a review on that. What I'll do is I'll go into the store knowing what style of whiskey I want to do, and I'll get about 4 or 5 choices, and then I'll go home and research those and find out which is an interesting one to buy and to do our impressions on, so that hopefully each time we get something, we're getting something that you guys can go out and get at your local liquor store, but also something that you wouldn't mind drinking, not some junk that we don't,
not just like bottom shelf liquor, basically.
Yeah, and all those these are relatively inexpensive whiskeys. We want to make sure that they have some sort of a flavor profile and something that you can incorporate into your drinking.
Something you can enjoy.
Yeah. Okay, so today we're doing an Irish whiskey, and we're going to do Kilbrin's Irish whiskey. Now, Kilbrin's is a relatively new distilled whiskey. It started in 2017, so it hasn't been around for very long at all. I know that this one has scored a 91 on Wine Enthusiast, and it's also won a silver medal at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. So this whiskey is a pretty decent whiskey for the price range. I bought this whiskey for $16.99, so basically $17 for 750 milliliters, which breaks down to a pretty good price point per shot. It's triple distilled. It's a blended whiskey. It has malted barley whiskey in there, along with grain spirit whiskeys in there as well. All of it is Irish, though. Okay, so that kind of sets up this one. Let's talk about the appearance first, Nathan. Let's take a look at this and see what it is that we...
So this one is definitely lighter in color than anything we've done so far.
Yeah, it's kind of a light gold. It's almost like a Chardonnay.
Yeah.
It's very light.
I wouldn't call it amber because amber has a little bit more.
This is lighter than amber.
This is very, very
This
light.
is a light gold, like a Chardonnay. It has a pretty good alcohol complexity to it because it's got good legs on it.
It does have good legs.
It sticks to the glass pretty well. So yeah, this one is starting off pretty good. I see a little bit of particulate in there, just a little bit.
Yeah, not much, not enough for me to go, oh, this isn't something I want to drink.
Yeah. Well, let's take a smell.
Very fruity.
Yeah. What hits me first is that sharp pepper
Yeah.
kind of smell. Not pepper like black pepper,
Yeah.
but more of like a vegetal pepper, like maybe a mild jalapeno.
Kind of a capsaicin smell.
It's
too.
yeah, it's not. It doesn't last for a long time. It hits you and then it goes away.
Yeah.
But then behind that, yeah, there's a
That
sweetness.
fruity, that
There's a sweetness to it. There's almost like a honey caramel, maybe even some butterscotch.
Yeah, something very fall feel about it. It's not that fruity feeling that you get with like, your pineapples or your pina colada scents or anything like that. It's a very mulled wine smell where you've got dark spices in there too, some orange, honey.
Yeah, there's a
things
little
like
citrus
that.
in there.
Citrusy stuff. It's interesting. I like the smell. I really
Somewhere
do.
way back in there, I also get a little waft of some tropical fruit as
Yeah.
well, like coconut.
I will say that this is the first one that we have done that I can actually almost stick my whole nose in the glass.
Yeah,
The other ones
it's not very
had a
strong.
very alcohol-y forward.
Yeah,
This
I'm
one's
with you on
very
that. This
embracing.
is not just an in-your-face kind of aroma. This is mild.
Yeah, it's very embracing.
It's got a grain, a maltiness to it, and I can smell a little bit of the woody oak.
yeah,
Faint though, very faint,
it's mostly that fruit forward or the
slightly grassy.
the flavor forward.
But really, after the pepper goes away, you get a lot of sweetness.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of sweetness, a lot of fruitiness from this caramel, vanilla, a little bit of vanilla in there. All right, let's kind of see what it does to our palate.
Okay.
All right, so we're not talking about flavors yet. We're talking about what it feels like, the mouthfeel. Okay, and so I get a slight burn at the beginning.
Yeah.
A slight
Ever so
burn,
slight.
but after that it goes creamy, kind of velvety.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't linger. It goes away pretty quickly. Really light,
Very light. That's what I was looking for.
pretty mellow.
It's really nice as a sipping whiskey.
Yeah.
It's got all the aspects of a whiskey that you want, but in a mild version, kind of a tamed, if you would, version.
Yeah, let's start seeing if we can pick up some of the flavors.
Yeah, it's sweet.
I get at the first. I get some of that alcohol pungent.
Yeah.
The spiciness.
Yeah,
But then after that, I get the sweet, kind of a creamy, mellow vanilla.
I get past the alcohol. Because it's not very predominant. It's not very in your face, the amount of hit that you get. It's definitely the most tamed whiskey we have had on the show so far.
There's a slight nuttiness to it, just a little bit at the end. Also with a grainy, kind of a cereal taste.
Oatsy taste.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's sweet. It's not.
But yeah,
It's not a bitter.
It's a creamy sweet, and then right there at the end, that's once you get past any burn, which probably lasts the minute it hits your tongue, it's gone. It's gone as fast as it hits.
I get a fruitiness from it, but it's not as sweet as it smelled.
No.
it's kind of like a pear, a green pear, fruitiness to it. But it's very mellow. And here's the deal: what I like the fact that everything that we got from the nose shows up
in the glass.
in the palate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
shows up.
not as much as it did in the nose of the drink, but all the flavors are there. They're just not. It's just not as strong.
I wouldn't say that this is very complex, but there are a few different flavors that you can pick up with this. It's you know, for $17, it holds its own. Okay, well, anything else to add with the flavor profile on this?
I do taste a little bit of honey.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, but I can't tell if that's because I get a little sweetness and then there's a creaminess texture to it.
And
that makes me feel like, is that honey, or is that just me going, well, there's a little sweet flavor to it, and it's rich. It's a thicker.
And for me, that I get you're getting the honey, and I get more of a butterscotch.
Yeah, just it's a thicker liquor. You know, it holds the glass very well. It stands on its own. It's very creamy.
It's creamy, velvety. Yeah. Like I said, it's really nice to have something that tastes like what you nosed.
Yeah.
So they're everything is in line. It pretty well matches each other.
Yeah.
Well, then let's talk about the finish.
About to finish.
You know, the finish is short.
It is.
It doesn't last a long time.
Nope.
You get a little bit of a sting or a burn.
I don't get that burn here, though.
No.
It's just right here, and then it's...
Literally, it lasted maybe a second.
Yeah.
Maybe a second, and then everything else that you get from there.
Sometimes
it's
I
warm.
can feel... Yeah, I can feel, though, sometimes when I drink a whiskey or something of the type, I can feel it go down my throat into my stomach, because I can feel that burn all the way down.
Yeah,
This one, it stops right at my mouth.
It's short. It doesn't linger. There is a little bit of a burn. It's dry, and there's a little bit of a pepper back there. But just as soon as you pick it up, it goes away. It doesn't last for a long time. It's interesting. Interesting. You know, I have to be honest with you. When I tried this the first time, and I still, as of today, it doesn't, to me, taste like an Irish whiskey.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't to me.
They call it an Irish whiskey, but I think that's only because was distilled in Ireland.
At least they spelled whiskey right.
It actually tastes more like a Scotch.
Yes, where it's very smooth. It's very velvety.
But a lot of Scotches have a longer punch to it, where this goes away much quicker.
Very much.
So if you're a person that doesn't necessarily care for that alcohol burn, you're wanting to pick up flavors, this one is actually a pretty
good choice.
Pretty good choice for that. If you're looking, you know, I think I'm going to take this to the Deerlings and leave it out there, because that's at night.
When it's like 20 degrees outside.
This is perfect. Yeah, this is really pretty good. It does not taste like a Bushmills or a Jameson or a Green Spot or anything like that. It's pretty tame.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste like an Irish whiskey to me. It tastes more like Scotch.
To me, this is a standalone drink as well. It's not. I mean, I don't know who would mix Irish whiskey with anything else.
Well, some people do make
Jameson and Coke.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, or Sprite or ginger ale or something like that.
Jameson and club soda is not bad, actually. Anyway, I understand that kind of, but this one to me almost seems like it would be equally as a standalone sipper instead of a additive. You know, some of the stuff that we've drank on this episode, I would feel would taste better in a mixed beverage. Yeah, as a mixed drink. This one, I would feel like it would be better to drink it on its own.
I could see you using it as both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't mind drinking it by itself. Now, honestly, would I just go buy this because
You want to drink?
I
Irish
love
whiskey?
it?
No.
Yeah, not probably not. But for $16.99, this was a good deal. I'll drink this bottle.
Mhm.
You know, we'll take it to the Dearleys and drink it up there, and who knows? You know, maybe get another bottle.
Yeah.
Keep it at the least.
It's not bad. I mean, it's a pleasantly soft, timid Irish whiskey.
It's tasty and it's mellow.
It's tasty and it's mellow, and
Yeah.
that's kind of the things you want when you want to just sit back and relax.
All right. Well, as far as I'm concerned, Kilbrin Irish whiskey, although it really doesn't taste like an Irish whiskey, it's still tasty.
Yeah, it's good.
It was good, worth the money. You guys might want to give it a shot. So
I definitely would.
yeah. So that's it for this one. It's actually a pretty decent one. I wish the other guys were here to try it because I think they'd like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ian definitely would.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have anything you want to say at the end?
Like I said last week, we were at the Texas Pipe Show for 2019. We got a lot of guys that watched that episode, and we had a lot of members in the community subscribe to our channel. And we have a lot of, like I said, the pipe community is just amazing. So if you want to continue to be a part of it, and you like this material that we're putting out, and you want to reach out to us, please put your comments in the section down below. We do read those comments. We do talk to everybody that we do business with, and a lot of the people that we met at the pipe show, whether they're carvers or anything, gave us information to extend out to any of our viewers that want to reach out to them and get a pipe made or anything.
Yeah.
We had one guy that makes mesquite wood pipes.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool as
Yeah.
well. So just please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help us out. It's just something nice to do.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, then we're going to close this one out.
Mhm.
And next week we're going to jump in with a fall blend next week.
Yep.
That we picked up at the Texas Pipe Show.
Yep.
There at the brick and mortar that was at
Ian.
Pop's Safari Lounge.
Yep, Ian found it there, and he was pretty excited.
Well,
about it.
and Colton sent me a message today that he loves it. He wants
It's a
more.
Good smoke.
So we'll talk about that one next week, and then after that, we're going to do a bunch of match blends to give you guys our impressions on some of these match blends that are out there. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, thanks for sitting in with me. I hope you enjoyed your shot of whiskey.
I did.
And for all of you out there, don't forget, make all your piping moments count.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you later.